Welcome back to my quick look at Gold Rush. It's day 9, or day 10 I should say, and we're definitely into tier 2 now. So I got the excavator up and running, and just to explain what I had to do with everything, just as a quick refresher, I had to put this in the stream to get water with this cable, well not cable, it's a tube, it's a pipe, going all the way towards my excavator, but it has a finite length of course. So when you get to an actual pump, you're going to need to plug it into the input of a pump, and an output you have then off down towards the excavator. So let's just start this up and head along, and you'll see well, I need another pump. these tubes are only so long, it's hose pipes. Again, this goes into the input, and then there's nothing going on the output. I don't need to extend this any further. However, from this port and this port, we're going to have two of the small sort of garden hoses. And this is where I don't quite disagree with it. This one is going to this huge thing, but it's being fed by a single garden hose, and it seems to be just fine at doing its job. There doesn't seem to be enough water there, really, but anyway. The other one is going across here. It's going into the magnetite separator. And on this side of the magnetite separator, there is a power cable. So there's a yellow power cable going from there to there, a blue one going from here to this, and then everything should be fairly straightforward. So let's just turn this on as well. And hopefully I've got the volume of these machines running fine. So now with both of them on, you get water. You can't leave the one over there off, unfortunately. It doesn't work that way. It seems you need the pumps as you would in real life to maintain the pressure. So the water's running through here now, and we have two buckets underneath, one containing gold, one containing dirt effectively. Although the dirt one is, well, you won't see things until we fill this up. And we should turn on this as well. So let's turn on this, and this is what I was saying. That seems to be an awful lot of water that's coming out of that just one single hose pipe. So it seems to work anyway. You put a bucket under here, and then let's go get in our excavator. Now the excavator itself is a fairly complex machine, and the easiest camera I find is by pressing 4, and then you have a view of the bucket. So if we're in driving mode, we want to be in digging mode because driving mode just moves the base around. In digging mode, oh, I actually want to start the engine, that would help. And now I can move the arm. Now the arm controls are fairly straightforward. WSAD for W and D is for moving left and right. W and S is for up and down. And the only other one, to at least to start with, I'm going to use is the bucket controls. I can move this closing arm with my mouse buttons, but I don't even need that. If I just go down till we get close to the ground, which we are, let's just find a spot, and then I can use T and G to close the other end of the bucket, like this. With that in play, I can just lift up, turn around, and then we want to drop into the top here. So again, T in this case. It'll fill up, as you can see there on the GUI, it says it's over 60%, and the bucket in the second slot is filling up. Now that bucket, once it gets to 100%, that's what we're going to go and retrieve. It's the one that's on the side of this thing. So let's just put this down again, and pick a different spot. Let's say here, and let's go down. And can we scoop? Yeah, we can. So we're going to do this, and this is obviously much, much faster than that whole hand shoveling, but we still need to get everything done. So I'll see you once this bucket is nearly full, and we'll come back there to see what's next. Okay, so you can see it's approaching 100%, so let's pop out of here. We can leave the engine on for now, because I'm going to grab this bucket so we don't waste anything. Grab the bucket, pop it on top of this, and put the bucket back. You'll see, well, it ran out. Normally that has a few percent, but I was too slow. So that is now going to separate, which it needs to be pushed, and then it will separate. There we go. So this is the dirt bucket, if you like. This is the second bucket. This is the one with all the gold in it. So it's separating things out, and we're done. We can stop it, grab this now, and then we're back to well, manual panning, which seems a shame, doesn't it? So the other thing we can actually do here, we can get an upgrade, and it's called a wave machine, but I'm going to need 6,000 to actually buy it. You can see up there, I've been saving my gold. I need about 5 ounces, I reckon. That should be enough. We'll see once we get down there. It's normally about 1200 per ounce. So I'm going to go and save this, and then we'll see you back at the warehouse, hopefully once I've got enough gold. Alright, we're back at the claim, and I did go and pick up one of these wave machines. Let's go and set this up somewhere. It's going to replace essentially our manual panning. We don't have to do that anymore. So let's go and see what connections it needs. It's going to need certainly power and some water, so it's probably going to be best on the other side. Let's just pop you there for now. I am going to need the power on this side, so let's just turn this around. It seems you can only grab this in one way. And then we're going to need water on this side. So I did go and get another pump. Let's put that down. Let's grab another pump. And the pump can go... It's that surgeon simulator. The pump can go here. Yeah, let's find this way. And we're going to get another hose. That's an electric cable. Hose. Pop this down, and then we need to connect the 2 pumps up. So again, we'll get more water just by connecting this pump from here out to the inlet of this pump. And then we're going to need some fuel, so let's power this up this way. Is this empty? No, it's not empty. Okay. And while that's running, let's go and connect up the hose from the back of this, right there, to, I guess, here. There we go. Tank is fully refilled. Let's drop that down. And we need a power cable now, I guess. And that could be a problem. Well, not really. I guess I could get another generator, but it depends which ones of these it needs. Will you connect? You will. So, yeah, we're just going to have to switch this cable backwards and forwards. Yeah, because it only has one output of the yellow type. That's annoying, but something we can do. Alright, the bucket's full. Yep, there it is. So let's go and grab that and put it in here. Pop it back on. Did I hit anything? No, I still don't have any extra. Never mind. Let's start you up. Oh, stop. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just throw it all away. No. Oh, okay. Good. I didn't throw it all away. Just some. Yeah, 75%. Oh, well. Okay, so let's take that out. And now we need to flip the power from you to you. Always check to make sure there are buckets under here. Why does there no... Oh, it's because I was manually panning. Okay, so we're going to need power and water. It looks like we already have that, so we pour this in here and drop that down. Is there a power switch on this thing? Looks like it. Okay, so it doesn't have water. Let's start up the water. You should have water now. Yes, and you don't have water. Why? Well, you have... The water is connected. Do I need a bucket there as well? No, just looks like that's where the gold's going to pop out. Can I not extend this any further? Okay, can I then borrow the water from, let's say, the washing plant? It doesn't need it at the moment. No. That's no good. Now it doesn't have any power either. That's not good. Alright, everything did have water, I was just missing something else. So let me just do another load through this thing, and let's pop you in here. Now I have a bucket underneath it. I shouldn't lose any. I don't have a bucket underneath it. Let me get a bucket. Yeah, let me make sure there's a bucket underneath it before I start this thing up again. Start you up. Do we have... Oh, I need the electric cable back. Okay, that's going to become a little bit annoying. I think I am going to get another generator. Start you up. You're going to process. I want to see what happens with this bucket reach 100% as well. I assume this means magnetite. We're going to be able to sell that as well. But, okay, you're done. Let's turn you off. Transfer the electric cable back across. And this is becoming a little bit of a problem with cable management. So let's just right click to coil the cable. And there we go. Okay, in we go. And let's just grab this bucket. Now, yeah, the handle I was missing was over on the back side. It's right next to the, it's like a nut valve right there. Just need to turn that and then it lets water in. So our gold is 0.526 at the top of an ounce. That's about $500 or so. Let's drop this in. And let's start it up. And you'll see immediately our gold starts to increase. We're over an ounce and it keeps on increasing. So that's pretty good. And we'll see how much it actually manages to produce. It's done processing, so we can turn that back off. So we got something like 800 8/10 of an ounce, if that makes sense. Which is pretty good. It's a pretty good haul. Compared to doing that panning manually, that's amazing. I don't want to have to do anything else. So yeah, we're going to move the electric cable back again and coil that back up. That's going to become old very quickly. So there we are. We've got a complete tier 2 sort of workhorse setup going. What else do we need, or can we do anything better? It looks like that's pretty much it for tier 2. Tier 3, well, there's a whole bunch of other things. Heavy equipment store, and you buy shakers, trommels, duplex jigs, sluice boxes, and a big power generator. Okay, let's go head over there and see how expensive that is. It's probably going to be more expensive than we can afford right now. So what I'm going to do is make sure before I leave, I turn the generators off and turn the pumps off. I don't want to come back to no fuel whatsoever in any of these. This one's been running all the time, so you'll see just how much it's actually depleted to. 55%. The pumps aren't too bad, it's mainly the generators that are a problem. And it's getting quite dark, so let's go over and sleep till dawn. My loan payment will come through. I had to take a $1,000 loan just to get the wavetable, but that's okay because we've just got 1.4 ounces of gold-ish. Let's head over to our little camper. It looks fairly dark on OBS, so yeah, let's just get rid of you. And head till dawn. Great, there we go, it's much brighter. Let's head to town. Yeah, I don't think we're getting here for a while. $69,000. The shaker is $13,000. The duplex jig is $22,000. Conveyor belts are stupidly expensive for the large one, but these are relatively cheap. They're only $300 each. Okay, fair enough. I think we will probably want the big excavator at some point. Obviously, that small one to the large one. Look at the size difference of those. Yeah, that's going to have a hugely long reach by comparison. And then we've got a couple of other things like bulldozers and front-end loaders. Front-end loaders will be kind of good to just get a huge amount at once. Assume we can get it all out with the excavator. So yeah, there's a few things. A trommel is another 21,000. Yeah, and we have a dump truck, of course. So that's 148,000. Yeah, we're not getting there anytime fast. I'm going to go and sell up and we can see if we can do anything else that's new this episode. Otherwise, we'll have to wait probably a while for the next one if I have to keep doing things that slowly. I mean, per ounce it's only about 1,200 gold, so that's going to be a lot of excavating. Now, while we're in Tier 2, well, or at least we're stuck in Tier 2 for a while, we can buy this. It's in the main warehouse, and there's a couple of other things I didn't show you in the warehouse, actually. There's a couple of trailers, which might make it easier than picking in stuff from the back of the pickup truck. A big fuel tank, which I guess I'm not going to need yet. I keep on using jerry cans. I shouldn't do. And of course, we may well want another mobile wash plant, but only once we have the larger excavator, because the larger excavator is a much bigger scoop. Shouldn't call it a scoop. Construction workers the world over are going to probably... Yeah. Let's call it a bucket, shall we? So, yeah. We need to use 2 of those because the bucket's so large. It uses too much earth for one, really, unless you want to just slowly dribble it out, which we don't want to do. So the magnetite trailer, I guess we're going to purchase. So that magnetite separator we've got back at the claim has a couple of good things out of it. One is the gold, obviously. The other one is the other bucket, which fills over the course of a few buckets. Not sure what these are for. Hopefully something doesn't break that needs cogs or teeth. And those teeth don't look like they fit those. No. Yes, so the magnetite bucket fills up slowly, and I've just been carrying more and more buckets full of magnetite. Whereas if we have that trailer, which we're about to get, we can then haul the trailer back every so often, and I don't need to keep buying more and more buckets. Okay, some other things that I probably want to buy ahead of time are these hook ropes. Now, each of them are different shapes, so you can visually tell them apart. I don't have any reason for the 7-meter ones yet, but the 4 and 5s are definitely worthwhile. So I'm going to grab a few 4s, and I think we'll just ring up the bill. 5,000. Okay, back to 8,000, and of course we should have a trailer outside. We do. I hope it's the right way around. Yes, it is. Good. Let's go and grab the rope. Throw these in the back. Now, these are used for Tier 3, and I can't really use Tier 3 just yet. Well, actually, I'm on day 18. Can I take out a loan? Whoops. Whoops. Let's just get this in the truck. Let's go and quickly take a quick trip over to the bank, and let's see if I can take a loan, shall we? I'm going to leave that truck there and the trailer there until we get back. Let's just pop over there. See how many days left on. I took a stupidly small loan, like $1,000. it keeps coming out of every day for, I think there's 8 installments left last time I checked. So let's just quickly take a look. Loans. Loan taken. So 3 installments left, 3 days. You can't pay it off early. Well, sort of. You can go to your camper van and you can sleep for 3 days. And that sort of pays it off. But for the time being, I'm just going to keep digging. And let's go and quickly grab that trailer and see if I can hook this thing up. And I'm not going to show you the whole journey back, because it's pretty boring. I'm going to show you just how inept I am at hooking up a trailer. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Close. Yeah, it's close enough. See, it was close enough. That's fine. There's no collision damage. It's okay. Why is it rolling backwards? There's no handbrake. Aha! Roll forwards. Oh, here we go. Back to the claim. So just as we're passing through the factory, it's worthwhile taking a look at that grid there, the bright steel grid. That's where you bring your magnetite once you've got it filled up into this trailer, and hopefully I don't crash. And you then, there's a switch on the back of it that's active when you're over that, and it just dumps everything through the floor, if you like. It's just like a dumping point. Until then, however, you need to fill this up into the front there. You can see at the very bottom of the screen, there's that square hole with buckets, and it does hold a lot, I think. So let's just quickly head over, and we don't need to store this anywhere near the rest of the, well, maybe a little bit closer, just so that we can get to it with buckets easily enough. So I guess just over here should be fine. And I can just keep it hooked up for the most part, or just out here. Yep. Okay, so let's grab a couple of buckets of magnetite. Hopefully this works. And 10%. Okay. So 10% per bucket. So each of these fills after about 4 or 5 gold buckets. 20%. Okay. And let's just grab the third one. %. Okay, let's go and see how much that actually sells for, shall we? Just because we are around. Oh, let's not get back out again. Start her up. Turn on the off the handbrake and keep the diff lock on. So 30% divided by 3 times by 10, and we'll figure out what a full load actually gives us. Hopefully it's not too variable. I don't think there's a variability in price like the gold price, and that's something I haven't covered. When you actually melt down your gold and then into bars, you can sell it at the price whatever the bank's offering. So you can wait and leave all of your gold in bars until the price rises. The alternative is to sell the ore. Now, selling the ore, I think, is a guaranteed price. So it's more a matter of just seeing what the price is on the market. If you need money now, then you can sell ore if the price on the market is really low. Whereas if it's really high, then obviously you want to smelt things down. All right, let's just pop over here. And can I now? So what am I on? I'm at 8086. Okay, so it's pretty much 333 per bucket then. Because, oh no, hang on, 8086. It's 11086. Okay, so £1,000 per bucket. Okay, fair enough. That's probably worth doing. The trailer itself was £5,000, so if I have, say, 5 or 6 buckets worth, another 3 will pay for this trailer. And then it's just another piece of property at that point. So yeah, that's pretty good. Don't know why I thought it was 300. Yeah, weird. Anyway, back up to 11,000, which is good. But I'm afraid the next thing to actually get here is going to be some of the big pieces of equipment. We can get some of the smaller pieces, like the, what are they called? The U-shaped channel things, sluices? Yeah, we can get a few of those and we could put them in position, but they don't really do anything. And until we have the big excavator at least, which we can use with tier 2, and that is a good 70,000. So it's going to be a fair bit of digging before I get to that stage. So I think we'll leave it here for tier 2. Tier 3 will be next up if I don't if I don't run out of well, willpower, let's say. These are going to be useful for essentially attaching to various points. There are points on your pickup truck on the front and on the back, so you can use them to drag things, which might be useful. But for now, I may as well just put them over there near our actual parcel spot, and I need to fill those up at some point. Because they're going to be used to move a lot of the equipment. If you're wanting to know what this thing is, this is the frame. Just like in tier 1 where you had that little frame for the little rig to start off with. This is the frame for the tier 3. Now, both of these will fill up with those sluices. And they have mats in them, just like tier 1, and grates in them. They catch a lot of the gold. And then up there is like sort of a big shaking equipment. I think it's called a shaker, and it goes down and it goes into a rotating tube that then drops the gold down here. Unfortunately, the bad part about that is at the start of tier 3 you won't have the rest. There's a huge conveyor that goes here, there, and then a kind of container that you can dump into. Without those, you sort of have to drive up onto this and then dump straight into the shaker. And that's not quite as good. It's a little bit harder to move around. And remember, you've got to get all that earth up here somehow. And to do that, you need a front loader. There's no way you want to use an excavator to do that. So the front loader is another expensive piece of equipment. So the only real way to do this in any reasonable fashion is to get a loan. So in a few days, I'm going to keep digging for now, but in a few days, I'm going to get the loan, max it out, probably something like 300,000, and then as maximum payments as possible to make it low cost per day. And then we'll see if we can buy a few of the pieces. For that, we'll wait till the next episode. So I hope you'll join me then, and I hope you've enjoyed it so far. And yeah, we'll see you in tier 3. or the start of tier 3. Thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, see you next episode.